Hey juniors, how's it going? This is Mr. C in room 214. As I guess you know, it's going to be a long time before we get to finish those documents posters that we were working on before you left. So I thought that instead of trying to look at that, old Daniel and I would help you learn about the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching. That's right, there's 7 themes of Catholic social teaching. I'm not making this up, this is really a thing. Okay, so you're going to learn about this. There's 3 different places that you can learn about the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching. And you're going to be doing an assignment off of this, and hopefully you're going to remember these, because if we ever get back and have any kind of quizzes or tests, I guarantee you this is going to be on it. So you need to learn about the 7 themes. There's 3 different places that we can do this, that you can learn about this. The first one is, I have included on Plus Portals, there is a handout right here, right. The 7 themes of Catholic social teaching. Okay, can't see it from there, but you can go ahead and pull that off of Plus Portals. Okay, there's you can also read about this in your text. That would be on pages 56 through 60 of your textbook. Okay, there's another great place to learn about the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching, and that's on some of the YouTube videos. If you go to YouTube, and I've included the links. Okay. This is part of a series, and we watched one of them. Let's go ahead. If you get to the right link, it's going to be this one. Let's listen for this music. Oh, yeah. You remember this? There you go. Part 2.
In part 1 of this series, we examined 3 concepts that are essential to understanding Catholic social teaching. The first
Don't
was
worry,
justice,
we're not going to watch the whole thing.
Commutative, distributive, and social justice. The second was the meaning of a human right, whatever a person needs to live and to even thrive with dignity. And third, the meaning of the common good. As already mentioned, 21st century Catholics try to follow Jesus. They try to think, act, and live in a way that is faithful to his teaching and example.
Okay, so if you can find those YouTube videos, there's 2 of them. They're a little bit lengthy, but they explain really well the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching. Okay, what are the 7 themes of Catholic social teaching? Well, let's go through the list that is on the handout that I included on Plus Portals. Okay, number 1 is life and dignity of the human person. So we respect life, that is like from conception to natural death. So that means we're talking about abortion, death penalty, that kind of stuff. Okay, number 2 is call to family, community, and participation. Okay. Remember, you don't have to write these down. Just find this little handout, and it has the descriptions on there. Number 3 is rights and responsibilities. Number 4 is option for the poor and vulnerable. Number 5 is the dignity of work and the rights of workers. Number 6 is solidarity. And finally, 7 is care for God's creation. Okay, so after we try to learn about these 7 themes of Catholic social teaching, what do you got to do? You're going to go find the assignment on Plus Portals, okay? And it gives you some instructions. You're going to do a Google search. This is not a problem. This is really easy, but it does take a little bit of time, okay, because you're going to have to try to find some organizations that match up and promote that particular theme. So, for example, and I'll give you an example, and I even have this on the assignment sheet. Let's say number 7, care for God's creation. I want to look up a volunteer organization, a nonprofit, or a non-governmental organization, something that promotes the theme of care for God's creation. So let's just use an example of the World Wildlife Fund. Okay, great. So I would find out about the World Wildlife Fund, and on the paper I would just put, hey, number 7. Okay, care for God's creation. That's the theme. World Wildlife Fund. That's the organization. WWF.org is the website. Please put the website. You must put the website. That is a very big deal because you're doing a Google search. I want to make sure that you found this and that it's a real thing. And if it seems kind of weird, I might try to look some of them up and see if you're like making up stuff. And then you're going to give a 1 or 2 sentence description about the World Wildlife Fund, like, oh, they raise money to help save the panda bears in the wilderness and that kind of a thing. Okay? Now, you can't use World Wildlife Fund because that's the example that I just gave you. And that's number 7, so you're going to have 7 of these, okay? Number 1, number 2. You don't have to do them in order, but please number them. Write the theme, type out the theme, type out the organization, the website, and then a 1 or 2 sentence description of what that organization does and how it promotes the theme. Again, if you don't understand the themes, look in the textbook, pages 56 to 60. Go back and look at the YouTube videos, or just read through the handout. Or you can Google around and find out about the 7 themes, because again, I didn't make this up. This is really a thing. It's out there. Okay? I want you to try your best to learn the 7 themes, because again, if we ever get the test on any of this, you're going to have to be able to name 2 or 3 or 4 of them. All right? Do that assignment, and then it will be due the Friday after we start all of our distance learning. So let's see, have I forgotten anything? Once you've finished, you are going to, do the assignment on Plus Portals. It looks like this. Kind of. Okay. It's a description. You, again, don't have to print any of the stuff out, but it would probably be helpful. Go ahead and type everything out and submit it on Plus Portals, and we'll see how that goes. Normally, we would take about 20 or 30 minutes to learn about these in class, and then go to the computer lab and probably work for like a whole block. So this is really at least half a week, almost a week's worth, okay? But it's a good, solid assignment. You're going to do 7 themes of social teaching. Sounds like my phone is going off, so I'll leave now. We'll get back to you later, juniors. The next thing we're going to try to do is works of mercy, our spiritual works of mercy and our corporal works of mercy. Maybe you know them. We'll find out. All right. Until I see you, y'all stay safe. Bye.